Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of this dry. Riding in spaceship like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and broken, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Nigga mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, okay, Anna, Brandon, I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, wow. I'm still double, ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the family. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they find it, telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier ass to watch. Cartier look, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say it. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on it and I show it, I sit like about the flood.
One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from Kansas City. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. For the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on. Pass the 60.
Here's our first carry for their running back. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They send the receiver in motion left. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. So on fourth down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. On the ground, that is Rashard Smith. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Right side, catch me by McLeod. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 32 yards.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
First down throw, Mahomes. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
A run inside with Smith. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, KC.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the give, it's Smith. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Yellow. 180.
On first down, they go right back to Smith. A good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Jarquez Hunter. Touchdown, Kansas City. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the Chiefs have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin First and 10.
Let's go now.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8.
60 back there, 60 back. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Dallas Turner. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't safe.
The Steelers' 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Chiefs. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half.
But I think these guys were ready for week 1 to get started. I mean, you see teams kind of limp their way into the regular season, and they don't find their form until a couple weeks in. But they didn't play a ton in the preseason, but that's 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. And let's all say, what the heck does the preseason even mean?
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Come on. Hey.
Metcalf, the motion man. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm, just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Shotgun snap, and they'll run it with Smith. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Rolling right. He's going to keep it himself. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops in the book.
And he's in! Rashard Smith, touchdown KC. Now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0.
Steelers, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Steelers.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 21-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, and he's out of bounds down inside the 35. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. The slot man in motion right. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. He's got it, and the Steelers get back in it. It is 21-7. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll begin this on the ground with Smith. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
Well, they tried to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Extra point try, 4th time. That one is no good. Not even close. He missed it wide to the left. The score remains right where it's at. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Micah Parsons working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of anything.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to 9.
This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good and simple execution.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
A shotgun snap. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So, a big one there to start the drive. An even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Toss, it is Smith running right. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got a man, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Give to Smith on the zone read. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
12-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Yellow, yellow. Fire! Attack, attack!
Mahomes going to keep it himself.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. That one caught by Smith. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a 1st down. It's 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down.
And he will dive into the end zone. Rashard Smith, touchdown Chiefs. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He fields it to the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go, here we go. 19 shots, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
Ready, break. Here we go, set. 70 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Going up top. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Steelers.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Steelers 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football at their own 40.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
For this entire first half, the secondary's really been on the ropes. I mean, they've already given up 3 touchdown passes, Mike. So if I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm saying until you prove to me that you can defend the deep ball, I'm going to continue to test the deepest layers of your coverage. This time it falls incomplete, but don't expect that to be the last time they go after.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Patrick to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Mahomes. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Will Riker to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. They'll run it to start the drive, and here is Smith. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Smith again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Smith. A pickup of 14 on that ball. Good for a Chiefs first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Mahomes looking to throw. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
We won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Liking 18.
Metcalf, the motion man. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 70 Timberwolf.
Back to throw. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle is made at the 26-yard line.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these 3rd downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play call gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The third game brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
3rd and 9.
Come on. Hey. 50 ball catch. Go.
They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It is 3rd and long.
18 Cardinals.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they go backwards here again, but defense stands tall, and it's 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback as we come out to the 20-yard line.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. We're about the nuts and
Yellow. 180.
On the handoff, it's Smith. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Once again, it's Smith. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Yellow. Ours go blue. Attack. 15.
To throw is Mahomes. Now he'll air one out. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey! 60
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Pass all 80, pass the 60, pass the 60.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
Go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced to his right. He's going to run at a time. They get to him and bring him down.
It's 2nd down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Quick throw here is complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll try it now with Gibbs. He's inside the 40. And he's going to have the Steelers 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Back at the 38-yard line.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Top row 18. Get it. 60 by 18, Pioneer.
They'll throw out of the gun. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 32 yards.
First down. It's a gain of 32. First down, Pittsburgh.
On the set.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
was a keeper on his own read. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is its third and goal coming up.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight.
And that is incomplete contact, but those flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Run inside with Smith. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. 180.
On the draw, this is Smith. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Taking down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill.
Yellow. On the water, right?
Throwing is Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, KC.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On the give, it's Smith. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
That one incomplete. Good job, Pittsburgh there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down here, it's Smith. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9.
Yellow.
Drive their right side with Smith. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
36-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Third and long.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Now, this looks like a design run. He'll be taken down well short of the first down, gain of about 4, and it brings up fourth down. The field goal unit out here for the Chiefs. This one from just under 50 yards. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Get across the 20, marks him at the 22-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw in the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
60
Back to the air once more on second down. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So at this point in the game, Mike, offensively, I think for the offensive coordinator and the quarterback and everyone, they're just trying to build on something. Can you generate an explosive play? Can you bring just a little bit of energy to the huddle and to the sideline? Because throughout most of this game, not a whole lot's gone right.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his third and 10. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll look to throw again. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He's going to air this one out. He's got it! No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be bursting full. They've got it at the 3. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Back to the air one more time. On the run to the right. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
And he gets in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Come back here. Within a couple of scores now, it's a 15-point game. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They go down to a knee, and that's the way to start the new campaign. 1 game, 1 win here in this season opener. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.